Hi, it's Ben Meyerson from BucsGameDay. I just wanted to provide a little more insight on the report we put out yesterday regarding Sean Tucker splitting some carries with Rachaad White in the move the ball situation at practice. Overall, Rachaad White is still the running back one in Tampa. I just want to be very clear about that. From everything we've been seeing, especially this week in practice, Rachaad White's getting the majority of the carries still, but Sean Tucker is starting to cut into that a little bit here and there. I think right now he is firmly their running back two from what we've been seeing from Keyshawn Vaughn. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Vaughn would get cut and not make the roster at all. They also have Chase Edmonds, but he doesn't. He's hurt right now. I don't think he will figure to factor into the same parts of the run game that Tucker will. I anticipate from at least from what we've been seeing from Tucker that he'll be more of a goal line sort of back. So he could potentially steal some touchdowns from Rachaad White. But just to give the full context of what we saw yesterday at practice on Thursday, White did split carries at the end of the move the ball period in practice. They have, their periods in practice where they run red zone drills, where the first team offense will get to go out for a while, then the scout team, then the first team, then back and forth. So we saw the first team offense get three different periods in red zone, where they worked on some different things. A lot of that was passing, but we saw some running stuff as well. But then they have a move the ball period where the offense starts at the 25. They go ahead and they simulate a drive. And on the beginning of that drive, we saw Rachaad White, I believe, get a carry. I'm not sure if he got a catch or not. I believe he didn't, but he got a carry. And then about halfway through the drive, we saw Tucker come in and take over and just finish out the rest of the drive. So he finished that drive with two receptions, two rushing attempts. He caught a touchdown from Baker Mayfield, and that was the only move the ball period for the first team offense. I think notably with the second team offense, we didn't see Sean Tucker at all. So I think he's established himself as the running back two, or is at least head and shoulders above his competition in Keyshawn Vaughn. And the day prior at practice, we also saw Rachaad White split some carries with Sean Tucker in the move the ball period, not as many. White was still the primary back. While Tucker is definitely, worth it as the running back two to Rachaad White right now, I don't see anytime soon, the situation changing in terms of Rachaad White not being their bell cow back. Now that could change throughout the season, right? I think the beginning of the season, like I said, Tucker is going to be firm in that running back two role, but it'll be really interesting to see how he kind of starts to cut into, that running back one distribution. So I think right now I wouldn't, I wouldn't worry too much about Rachaad White. I would only worry if that, this continues to happen and we see Tucker continue to cut into that role. For now, all I see this as is, Tucker is the established running back two, White is the running back one, and they're just trying to get, Sean Tucker a little more work, especially because they have their preseason game coming up tomorrow on Saturday. So just want to add more clarity about that situation and let everyone know what's going on.